Down at the Ravens 17-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. He'll buy some time right. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Hurts will throw.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Play action. Now Jackson.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
Jackson now. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, it's Sanders. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Hurts.
He's got Smith here. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Throw complete there, Rodgers. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll run. It's Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's Sanders. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out.
And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
They'll run. It's Dobbins.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch left. Stop right there. Hey, shot. Hey. 4 down.
No, we changed it.
26.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Play action. It's Jackson.
Sliding out of the pocket. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a...
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the New England Patriots. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Taylor now from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it here. This is James White. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Throwing Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down converted.
Tight end is just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, they go back to White again.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They will run with White out of the shotgun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Tyus Bowser with a pick.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on, long way to go in this one.
And oh, right away he lost the football, and the Patriots have it. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. No score after one on EA Sports. Jones now on first down. It's complete. James White. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, Try to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game. That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
From the 29, Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Out to his left. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Yeah. Let's go.
Now Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. It's a first down and more for Dobbins.
And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jackson.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 15-yard touchdown run, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taylor now from the end zone. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Jones.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Rolling to his left. Room here to run.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Jackson's going to try to sneak, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Jones. Here's a diving catch right side.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. He completes it right side to White. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest. And they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold it.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
They'll run here with Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
There he goes again. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He'll let this go deep for Bourne. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He'd love to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
Nick Folk for the point after. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's not.
58's the money.
Throwing is Jackson. Forced out to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd down, they go back to White again.
And he's got some space here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And right side, Henry's got it. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
He's got Henry, and he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here's Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now Jones.
And my goodness, another interception. Tyus Bowser with a pick. Past the 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Jones.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
To throw is Jones.
That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Jones.
Open man, the tight end, Henry. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. Jones hit in the ball zone, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody.